What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and I've been reading some of the comments, and I've seen some that are in the same vein as what I think too. Is I learn better from failures more than successes on occasion. So, I mean, I always like to see the good hits, but when I see somebody hit it bad or what could have done differently, I understand the strategy a little bit better. So, we'll go ahead and post two of my attacks from the latest war, our latest CWL war versus J-Off. And as you can see, they were fresh hits. I was pretty high on the first attack. The second one was actually closer, although the percentage was lower, which is odd enough. But we'll watch both of these things, and we'll kind of pick my attacks apart. I'm looking at this base, and first of all, it's a good Witch Slap base design to hit against Witch Slap. I am hitting it kind of from the wrong side. Just you want to hit it from the more narrow side, like either from 9 to 12 or from 3 to 6. But the air defenses are in the way for that. This way I don't reach the air defenses for quite some time. But I should have just brought in a couple of loons or a couple of hogs for the back end and dropped a witch. And I think that would have been the difference between 3-star and with the 93% that I got. Also, if we just pause it right here, you're going to see a couple bombs in the corners here. And honestly, the bombs really don't do a lot of big damage to the queen without the small bombs. If you put one giant bomb and two small bombs right next to them, when those witches hit them, the healers won't be able to heal quick enough and they will die instantly, and then your witch slap attack dies considerably for this. So everything is going pretty well right now. I've got the Tesla farm at 6 o'clock that I'm taking care of. Everything's going into the core. Spells dropped pretty decently. And I've got a Lava Hound, which they used a lot of Lava Hounds, which does hold the queen up a little bit. I don't know if that was really a huge deal to the raid, but the golem's already in, the king's already in. Drop the second drop the second jump to make sure that I can get both the king and the queen. I have not dropped the poison on either the king or the queen, so that's a big disappointment. Now I finally do, a little bit late, and that Lava Hound is just about going to pop, but it's going to pull the queen into the core, which is a good thing. Now, I still have a lot of witches, or at least a couple witches. Oh, there we go with one that I lose for a spring trap. So this was really designed against a witch attack to put spring traps on the outside as well as giant bombs on the outside of the base. And I still got a really good hit on. I've got a queen up that has still her ability and half health left, just inside of that archer tower's range, and that's a little bit problematic here. I do have a healer on the south side healing that queen. That queen is, or that I'm sorry, that witch. That witch is going to win the battle against the cannon, especially when she's under a heal. And we've got witches up at the top, and I think the cannon is just going to focus on that too, because there's a mortar there. The queen will take that out, and I think, okay, so the queen gets it down. Now I have 0 health, and if anything could just stand in the way of this one archer tower here, there's a path right in there, and if the bowler could have stepped in front of the queen, or anything could have tanked for just 2 seconds, that archer tower would have gone down, and this would have been a 3-star. That bowler does get the AD. That would have been the same thing as getting the archer tower, and then the AD would have done no damage. We still have a bowler trying to punch through a wall up here, and I've got witch and wizards up top there. Unfortunately, that one mortar gets in a lucky shot, does not pick the wizard to shoot first, because if that was the case, then the witch would have taken care of that mortar and then moved on to the archer tower while those skellies were still up. So a lot of things did not go my way, that if I got extremely unlucky in that if it would have changed, I would have got the 3. Also, what I mentioned before is dropping one witch and bringing a couple loons. If that was the case, when that queen was walking in there, could have sent the mortar in right at that, the loons right in at that mortar at 3 o'clock, and would have gotten that, and it would have taken care of the archer tower right after. So just a couple things you could have changed. We easily hit that base with a air attack after, just because they had a Lava Hound in the clan castle, and it was just set up easy to hit against air. Let's go for the last one and show this attack of mine, and we will go to number 15. Now this one I hit with it I I think, yeah, gobolaloon. And this is a fresh hit, so I did not know where the Tesla farm was. I did hit a Tesla on entry, taking care of a couple of my troops right there before the funneling can get done. And also on my second golem in here, which I was kind of expecting, so it's not really a big deal. I was actually expecting the Teslas there, knowing how they build their bases. That's why I dropped a loon in. We already prepared for it to drop at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 loons in, depending if the Tesla farm was there at 3 o'clock. So everything there is going pretty decently. And I've got my king and bowlers and queen down there doing the funneling work and dropping a jump in there. So everything here is going just pretty much according to plan. Getting that queen right off the bat and then healing up the core. Now that's the problem that I used right here. That heal is doing really nothing for my core. I could have healed right over that expo when these bowlers get through the base and they make it there. The rage is okay, but the heal, I should have healed right here while the clan castle is hitting everything and the wizard tower is splashing on stuff. Those bowlers, if I healed right now, they would have pushed through the heal in the core, gotten all those wizard towers, gotten the archer tower, and taken care of that. The only thing that would have been left is that Tesla. Now, secondly, my queen walks, not really a big deal because she's taken out some of the pathing for my Laloon portion. And things were going well. I was going to send my loons in at 3 o'clock, but since that sweeper is still up, I'm going to send them in from the 12 o'clock. But if you notice, this 9 o'clock AD is just about dead right here. It's got almost no health. The bowlers are going to take care of it. So I've got this air defense right down on the bottom here. I should have sent my loons in first at the noon and hasted them in across the base, and then sent my lava hound in around 7 o'clock to tank for the loons when they got in that range. And I really just throw away a lava hound. So there's my lava hound to tank that Tesla. I didn't realize that other AD was going to go down so quickly, and now I can send my loons in and they're going to take care of all these point defenses and all these defenses right on the side of the base. But notice that lava hound goes down with nothing to help it out with, and I've got these naked loons basically walking through the base. Now if I would have just sent my lava hound in it right now at this point, then I don't even think that AD would have been up. But even if it was up, they would have been able to haste those loons in. I would have been able to hold the haste, and I would have had plenty of tanking with that lava hound against those 3 point defenses, the expo and the 2 archer towers to take care of that. I've got loons coming in here. They almost take care of that archer tower. It's got not even barely a quarter of health left. And then I have an expo. So, you know, just 2 defenses was the difference between a 3-star and not. So this is just a cleanup, and that's the 87% or 83% or whatever it was. And that's you know, that's what happened. So hopefully you guys are able to take, you know, learn from these type of things, mistakes. They're easily tweaked, and you can easily get the 3 stars from doing that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like, subscribe. If you want to see more of these type of videos, let me know in the comments below, and go ahead and just practice. Don't do what I do, and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.